welcome to more Ticket to Ride. I am sitting here under a ton of blankets because it is frickin' cold outside. If you are anywhere in like half of America right now, you know that it's super cold. Okay. So, with that said, I'm cold, but it's okay. I am here with more Ticket to Ride, and we are going to take these four. We're not going to do Seattle to Oklahoma City. I don't want to try to get up into Seattle, but I think that all of these are perfectly reasonable. I do think that going Los Angeles to Phoenix with my two white and wild here is the way to go. I like that all of my opponents only took 3. I am going to refresh. Ooh, that was fun. Don't know why Duluth to Houston is still highlighted, but here we are. Do I want to get greedy? Yes, I do. I'm going to save my wild, and I'm going to take these 2 yellow, and I'm going to go Los Angeles to Phoenix. Now, how do I want to go about this here? Ooh. How do I want to go about this? Well, I definitely want to do this. Now, and I'm pretty sure we're going to want to go Duluth to Chicago to Pittsburgh into Washington. That seems pretty what we want to do. The question here is, how do we want to hook up everything else? I should be taking this red, but so be it. Because I cannot decide whether I want to do Houston, Phoenix, El Paso to Houston, or whether we just kind of like, I don't know, we probably just, I'm kind of liking the, I'm hearing footsteps. Hello? Is someone coming downstairs? No? Alrighty, okay, well, red is a yes, and I suppose that orange is fine as well. So like we could go Phoenix to Santa Fe. Sorry, Phoenix to Denver, Denver to Omaha, Omaha to Chicago. And I kind of don't hate that. And then just, we out of Omaha, we go up to Duluth and down to Houston. I kind of like that. Yeah. Yes. This is the way. This is what we're going to do. Now, the bummer is that we don't have any pink or blue, but I think that's okay. I would love to, get one more red. I suppose I can take a white. I'm going to grab this yellow on the sole purpose of I do kind of want to get Pittsburgh to Washington here. I don't know if I'm going to, like, super prioritize that, but I also know that things can get rather hairy very quickly. I don't love that, say, a bunch of red is being taken, but so be it. All right, I might as well take this pink here. I'm not as taking much off the top here right now, which is fine. It might just be one of those games. But I think why I like doing this and then going north and south down the middle is it's going to be easier to get these north and south routes, whereas if I'm going El Paso to Houston and all this stuff, it's going to be a little bit more of a challenge. I like grabbing Duluth to Chicago first. I think that is that's the correct move. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. And green does not play, so we go like this. So apparently I didn't need to prioritize Pittsburgh to Washington. Apparently I need to prioritize all of this. Now, the thing that will change our plan is if red comes out of Chicago. And we still don't know where green is. A lot of people grabbing blue. Now, green has been grabbing red and blue. Oh, that's right. I'm running a load of laundry. That's why. It's like I'm hearing water running. I started a load of laundry. That is why. Okay, I feel pretty comfortable doing this. That's an interesting one from green. Okay. That calms me down a bit. I feel better about that. So really all we're missing for, again, the main part of our route is the Omaha to Chicago. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. And I guess, I mean, I should get some blue here. But I probably should look to... Yeah, we're going to get some of this stuff here. Boy, yellow's really going to need to make a... Yellow's going to need to make a pretty big push across the way here. So, green probably has San Francisco to San Francisco to Sault Ste. Marie. Looks like red is your East Coast, Montreal to New Orleans, Chicago to Atlanta, New York to Nashville, things like that. Ooh, interesting. I will say when you are doing East Coast, it is nice to get things done early and then do an early ticket draw, because then there's the option of, okay, you know, what there's a lot that red could have drawn there. All right, unless there's a blue, we are going to. I'm going to grab Dallas to Houston. I'm going to grab it with orange. And then if there's not a blue, I'm going to go Denver to Omaha. Yeah, and see, that would be why I grabbed. And I guess I'm not ruling out the possibility that I could just go Phoenix to El Paso to Dallas. It's not out of the question. Just think, given the cards that I have, I think that's probably not what I want to do. So there we go. All right, fantastic. Like now I think probably what is more helpful is going to be grabbing pairs and other things like so to plan to do this middle of the map, because I don't want to wait forever to draw, which would be the other reason why it'd be great to not have to waste as many turns playing all this up and down the middle, but I also don't want to waste... I could waste just as many turns trying to get a bunch of red or stuff. So, you know, all right, I'll grab a pair. It also looks like that yellow is going to be going along the same lines that I will be. So that complicates things. I don't know why I just started to do a British accent there. No clue where that came from. Alright, I think we can just go ahead and draw off the top here. Kind of hope we hit a blue or a wild, and, you know, just getting other stuff is nice. There's a blue. Hopefully it stays. And we do have a wild, so if we can get one more blue, it's probably worth going Omaha to Chicago. Well, poop to you, red. Probably drawing something in Miami. There's also an argument for drawing here. You know, just to see kind of what we could hit. But I think my issue with that is it doesn't change necessarily the routes I'm gonna have to take, and so I don't want to get something that I have to do a whole bunch of stuff with, and then I'm trying to balance that and get... Alright, I know I should be going off the top, especially because there would have been a wild, but I don't mind getting some pairs here, and I kind of secretly want to save some black to go Duluth to Winnipeg, if need be. Okay. Blue is what I'm looking for, but I am going to use up some turns here to just kind of move up towards Duluth from Houston. Okay, it's a long wait to Vegas, but so be it. I think this is fine. Yeah. This was the correct move. Here's what green's gonna do here, because green I think. Ooh. Well, that's interesting. Okay. All right, great. I don't mind one of something. Wait a minute. Why am I trying to grab Omaha to Chicago when I could just grab Omaha to Duluth? What am I doing? It's a wonder that any of you tune in to the idiocy that is my channel. I mean, what was my thought process here? I mean, I guess I still don't mind getting Omaha to Chicago, but I definitely don't need to. Okay, whatever. All right, we're fine. It's fine. We're gonna draw some destination tickets. We're gonna see what we can hit here. Well, hey, look at that, Kansas City to Houston. Look at us go. Yeah, I don't. I'm going to grab both of these against my better judgment. And I think part of the reason I'm going to grab them is that it is a low-risk move. If I don't complete one of those, it doesn't really matter. I mean, it does. I don't want to purposefully miss tickets, but... It's not like I would lose a butt ton of points. Oop, I'm going to do my little... Zooba-dooba-doop-boo-doop-ba-doop-boop. Okay, no, looks like yellow is just waiting. Seuss. I was about to say, is it Dr. Seuss? But Dr. Seuss is, I believe, passed away. Theodore Giesel. And by I believe he has passed away, I'm like very, very certain that he has passed away. Yeah, he died in 1991. So, yeah. I worked at when I worked at the Disney store, because I'm paranoid. I'm gonna refresh again. I had someone call and ask whether Walt Disney was was dead, and then when I told them that he was, the person said, "I told you, Richard," and then hung up. So I don't know who Richard is, but his day was ruined. Okay, so I think... I thought the answer was going to be to grab a yellow here, but now I'm wondering whether I should go Washington to New York. Because if I don't get that, getting into Boston is much more difficult. I'm curious what Green's plan. I mean, Green just needs to... It's not like Green has a whole lot to do here. Okay. Yes to this. I'm thinking I also want to prioritize getting into Atlanta. Partly because getting into Atlanta is kind of nice. I'm a little bit worried that Red needs to get into Atlanta. A little bit concerned about that. I also could use this blue to do stuff. Okay. Yellow, yes. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's so nice. Very nice. Very nice, very nice, very nice. Okay. So now... Yeah, okay. We're in great shape. Everything is fine. I would love to get at least one more draw in, if not two, because we're set up pretty well here. Like there's good stuff we can get here. I'm always in on a late game ticket draw, and the nice thing is nobody's really running away with it on board. All right, we do get the Chicago to Boston, which is not nothing. So now the question is, do I roll the dice and keep my blue, or do I just play it? And probably at this point of the game I just play it, because as we have determined, I do not need to go Chicago to Omaha. And I know I just said I should play it, but then I decided to draw a pair. This is what happens when I record after a day at work. Work takes a lot of focus. I don't know if you guys know this. It's really hard to focus at work. Or it's really hard to words. Focusing at work is tiresome. Shout out to you, Adirondack. Spectatoring. Catching a early glimpse of the match here. I'm going to refresh. And that is why I'm going to refresh. Okay, El Paso. Okay, that's fine. You can do that. All right. Wait. Why did this get taken? Why did we go here? Whatever. I decided that I really wanted to be in Charleston. Clearly that was a weird misclick. That is, I think I've said this on the channel before. It's honestly wild that more misclicks don't happen. Okay, I like grabbing another pair here. I know it's just a pair of blues, and I like kind of just completing some routes here. We do have the most tickets right now, so I'm not necessarily feeling like, oh my gosh, we're so far behind on drawing. Now, I will say, most of our tickets are very low value. I suppose the initial set of tickets we took were okay, but We're going to do this, and then we'll grab Duluth to Omaha. I know it uses up a Wild, but honestly, at this point in the game, I don't really care. I don't want any stupid shenanigans to happen, because clearly Green needs to grab Omaha to Duluth. And I'm not entirely sure why they haven't. But so be it. Yellow is sure grabbing a lot, which is, makes sense. Nothing in the northwest. So there's plenty of opportunity there, especially being in New York and other places. All right, this should complete everything. I say should because this, again, would not be the first time that I confidently say this is the last route I need to get, and then not all of the tickets are done. We've actually paced this game really well, too. The fact that we're sitting at 7 trains and there's still plenty of people in the teams. Now they have, a lot of cards and we have none, but, still, that's pretty nice. I do feel like we need just a little bit more juice here. Okay, well, Kansas City to Boston is nice. Boston to Washington is great. I think we can also get into Montreal here. That's perfectly reasonable. So yeah, grabbing 3 destinations there, even light, low ticket or low point destinations. Now, I really would have liked a pair to be on board, but I also don't think I need to be super concerned with, well, that's nice, because now whatever I draw, I can go Montreal to Boston. That's very nice. All right, so yellow is trying to compete with me on destination tickets, and the issue would be that yellow could be sitting on some big ones. Seattle, New York, San Francisco to Washington, things like that. So yeah, I think yellow is who I'm concerned about. I'm not concerned about red. I'm not concerned about green either. It's yellow. And especially also because yellow is probably going to get longest train as well. And so that's something we have to keep an eye out for. What are we doing here? Do I draw more tickets? I think that I need to... That's really great, drawing another one. Drawing that black is good, too. I think what I need to do is I need to get cards to be done with this game. Now, Kimmy Red may do this for us. But, yeah, I think we need to have cards to be done with this game. Well, that's actually pretty nice. Because, I also don't hate just grabbing, like, Duluth to Winnipeg and just getting, yeah, I don't see any reason why grabbing 7 more points right here is not what we want to do. I have 10 tickets already. Now, again, I think that, yellow could overtake, but I like the chances here. It'd be very annoying if yellow was able to split the 15-point bonus with us. Okay, so red got locked out of Houston. Once again, not as worried about red. Ooh, so that's good news that green had Portland to Houston and missed it. So our Houston play turned out to be really good. Okay, so here we are. Look at all these delightful tickets that we've got. And decent value. Los Angeles to Chicago is nice. And we had some, 11-pointers in there. But we were a weird East Coast game. All right, that is excellent. Ooh, and that is even more excellent news. Okay. So, yeah, there's San Francisco to Washington. There's San Francisco to Atlanta. Portland to Pittsburgh. Ooh. Oh, and Los Angeles to New York. Oh, it's going to be close. Whoa. Whoa, my goodness. Oh, My word. Holy cow. I mean, oh man. GG. What a set of tickets. Wow. Wow. Holy cow. All right. Hey, Seuss, this game is forever enshrined now on YouTube. What a set of tickets. So, all of them. San Francisco to Washington, San Francisco to Atlanta, Portland to Pittsburgh, Los Angeles to New York, Los Angeles to Atlanta, Seattle to New York, and Las Vegas to New York. Wow. That is excellent. What's the stats on that one? 124 points with destinations out of a potential 139. So he lost 15 points and still beat me by 40 points in tickets. Oh man! Again, this is a classic tip your hat game. Like I mean, wow. I think we played that game very well, but it doesn't matter how well you played it. You're not beating that. We were a little low on the average claimed route length, but that makes sense. And Red had the longest train, which ended up not really mattering. So GG to Seuss there. Yellow, appreciate the fabulous game. Wow. Man, wish I could get that. That'd be great. Well, hey, if you're enjoying the content, hit that subscribe button. We are already a quarter of our way to 800 subscribers. Feel like just 2 weeks ago I was saying, hey, it'd be really great to hit 700. Well, now the march to 800 begins. We just did our live stream. That was a big success. Again, thank you to everyone that stopped in. Keep an eye out for announcements on the next one. And yeah, like and comment, and we'll see you next time.